Hey guys, here today, day one for D1NZ Pro Round, here with Alex Pirlea's car. So we've just gone through, we've set all the tents and everything up and got all our tools out and everything. We've just re-bled the rear brakes. Alex said it was just feeling a bit soft there, so that's all better. Tyres, we've got all those set up. We're going to be doing a practice apparently in the car park after lunch or around the lunchtime, so we're just waiting to hear back on when that's actually going to start, just to do a mechanical check, make sure everything's all good. The first practice starts just probably about 3:30, and so we got 3 practice rounds and then it's straight to qualifying, so we're not getting much of a chance. So fingers crossed that we don't have any mechanicals today, that everything goes smoothly, and hopefully we can make the top 16, because if you're not top 16 in round 1, you go home. One obviously? Yeah. Okay. I'm bleeding the brakes very dodgily because it's Imperial. I can't fucking listen. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I've got pressure on.
Okay, so pump, hold pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, pump.
Pump in.
Hold.
Hold it.
Okay, so pump.
Pump in.
Hold.
Hold it.
So pump and then hold.
Pump in.
Yeah, hold.
Hold it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, pump.
Pump in.
Hold.
Hold.
Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be good, so you might end
Well,
up.
I think what's going to happen is you'll be on the like ECU side of things.
Yeah, well, if we need to do a tyre change, we're going to need 3 people.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, was it you that was bringing the suit, or was it?
I've got a suit.
Yeah. So do you want to just do fuel and the ECU shit, and obviously mechanical stuff for that, and then Chappie will just do the tyres. I'll just do the pressures and all that shit with him. And
okay, or do you want us to meet you there? I might start driving to him and follow him just in case. Oh, here he is. Something has collapsed on the right front. Just in case it's a strut.
yeah, it's like it's lost its spring or snapped the spring or something.
That strut got behind the bushes still.
I was just turning left and right, and it went bang, and then like right. Right, just under that, bro.
And then get in, take the bottom up. Okay, I'll go find a post one. So I'll send this one.
Hold on.
That's the returning bolt there, right? Do you want me to fucking try it? So, Alex was just driving down. We got practice down in the car park just for mechanical. He was just checking out the steering, and the right front wheel just collapsed into the guard. Managed to drive it back. It wasn't right up into the guard, so still drivable. We got it back, and the front inner rose joint on the bottom arm snapped straight off. Luckily, good old Mike Thorley had a spare. So we've just thrown that on in probably record time, so it's probably taken us 15 minutes just to quickly fix that all back up. We've got 2 hours of practice, so it still gives us enough time to go down there and actually carry on with the testing. So luckily it was just that, fingers crossed nothing else.
And media production.
so we just done first round of practice. Everything's looking good. Alex is super happy. He did come off the track on his very, very first go, but it's super, super slippery out there, and I think a lot of the drivers are struggling. It's like we've got patches of standing water, and then there's a dry section, then it gets wet again, then it's dry. So it's quite challenging from what I've, after talking to Alex as well as Michael as well. We've just made a quick change to the car. The great thing about this thing is we can actually tune the steering of how aggressive or how soft it is. So we've just adjusted that, just hardened it up a little bit because Alex did say it was a bit too soft. But yeah, everything's going good, everything's looking good. So yeah, we'll just carry on, and again, hopefully nothing else happens. Touch wood. There's no wood, so.
Oh, that's sweaty head, bro.
Yeah, sweaty head. Super happy. I say happy a lot, don't I? And we got Troy here. Troy's cleaning some windows. Yeah, so we're going back out now again. So yeah, I'll just get back on comms. We just got one person each side of the track because it's kind of hard for the spotter to see standing in the spotting tent because you can't see the first half. So I'm just standing down there on the first bit, and we've got JP sitting up in the spotter's tent just watching the last half of the track. Very nice.
Checking over the vehicle. Just been out for a couple sessions. He's done pretty well, learning the track.
Jesus Christ.
It's surprisingly quite stunning to see the weather go from bone wet, I guess, to completely dry. That's totally the wrong way to say it. As you can see, don't know if the camera pick it up, that's golden. This thing's had a hard time the past couple of days on the dynoing out here, but it's good.
Next time.
You ain't tryna hit it, knows you making closer. Take a fucking shot.
So we just finished up qualifying. Alex made top 16. Old mate decided to turn up last minute.
Say the best till last.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you get the last lap?
Yeah.
So you just brought the bad luck with you because we only scored a 37 in the second run, unfortunately.
I reckon it was the tuner's fault. That didn't make enough power.
Explain.
I guess basically the car was gripped up all day. That's how I wanted to run it, to see like how bad it is to drive and then make it easier and easier. And then just as we made it easier, which was like raise the tyre pressures, stiffen the rear shocks all the way, but blah blah blah, after talking to the judges, we thought we'd get another run at practice, and we went straight to qualifying. So we went out there and it started pissing down again with rain. The first one I just like ended up going a little bit wide through the corners and whatever, and just like I guess the start of the track where the main circuit is was still really dry, so it like let you have lots of speed to do just like go ice skating for the rest of the section. So that was all good. And then the second time round, again, I didn't know that you could come back into the pits even and make changes and blah blah blah, and so I missed out on a sight lap again because all I did was just wait out there, and I made a wee bobble and coming into the entry. My fault was just like something that the car is very bad at doing like shallow angle kind of drifting. I know that, but that's what that we're asked to do, so I was trying to make it work. I just had a wee bobble, and then I thought the rest of the section was pretty good. I think it probably was, but it doesn't matter because basically I narrowly missed the 0, so to get 37 points after that was alright. And we're 16th, and so luckily D1's changed the rules. Well, the rules, how they're running the program, I guess, the format for tomorrow, because it was top 16 only, which I did just scrape through, which is mean. But yeah, actually, that's actually what I was going to say, is that I would have scraped through anyway. So, but we get to battle anyway tomorrow, and we would have even if we got even further down. And it's crazy because, you know, there's some real good drivers below us that got even worse like scores, you know. So, no, it's good. Car's good. We've made a whole bunch of like changes to the steering. Obviously, we've had a little bit of an eventful day, but going into tomorrow, everything's like healthy, and yeah, time for battles.
What's the word? Word of the day? Bingle. It was a bingle.
It was a bingle, eh? It was a wee bit of a bingle.
Yeah,
But,
we had a bingle this morning. Well, was it this morning? It was afternoon when we went to go thing, and the whole front was collapsed.
yeah. The front fell off.
The front fell off, so we towed it outside the environment.
Yeah. It actually drove itself out of the environment, to be honest.
So yeah, we luckily changed that rose joint, so thank you very much to Mr. Mike Thorley. He had a couple of spares, so I'm pretty sure we changed that in record time. Like, that was like in and out within 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually.
And then we had to make a couple of changes with Alex's awesome toe plates, pieces of wood.
Yeah.
And it's
Safety wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, safety wood. So yeah, no, all good. I'll check the logs a little bit later just to make sure the tune's still all on point. We had no, any hiccups that was picked up, but yeah, just from observations, it was pretty good. Same thing. I think that probably that last run, that I actually thought that was pretty good because I was standing on the other side of the track and I had a pretty good view of that clipping point. Like, it was a little bit of a bobble on the start, but I don't think he's straight line. I think you need to.
I reckon they wrote the run off at the start because they're like, he's straight line. Oh yeah,
Well,
whatever. The rest might have been good.
No.
Just stop
I reckon,
watching.
I reckon we need to actually secure this to the car better because it's borbling me.
Yeah.
It's a bauble indicator.
That is true.
We need to sort out the bauble indicator.
Yeah. Just take it the fuck off. I reckon.
Oh, just maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. I almost took it off. No, we'll talk about that later when people aren't watching.
cool.
Dan knows anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably on video. It's probably like we're doing fucking little spinnies around there on that fire extinguisher.
Covered in shit.
But yeah. So that's all good. No, but good day. Let's have a feed and come back.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow because today was shit.
Yeah.
I stink.
You stink anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Like, hi! Yeah, like totally. I mean, I know,
You ain't tryna hit it, knows you making closer. Take a fucking shot.
Hey, day 2, got a couple of practices for the main event. We managed to make top 16 yesterday. Looking at the schedule for the battles, we're going to be up first, going up against. Who are we going up? Going up against
Ben Jenkins.
Oh yeah, Ben Jenkins. So I guess it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. His brother Troy did really good. I think he qualified 3rd. Ben qualified 17th, just behind us. So it's going to be an interesting battle. Hopefully everything goes well. We can pull the car off. I had a chat with Alex last night. We've discussed a few changes that we want to make to the car, which is what we're working on now. Some of them have already been done. Did a couple of tweaks in the tune, changed the steering wheel to something a little bit bigger. It was the original one. So we're just going to try and perfect the car, dial in a few different changes, and we can do some testing and make sure that works all well for him. So, happy days.
Mike Crossley and of course Abel. They run the team themselves. His father runs the team in the state. Improve. He's 8th at the moment. He dives up the hill towards the flag. He takes the checkered flag now. Who's going to take pole?
Screamer pipe
All the
mount is broken, so now the wastegate's able to turn, and when it turns it hits the steering rack, so it causes issue when Alex is trying to counter steer and switch. So we're going to try and come up with a solution. That's not too bad. I'll just get it.
Oh!
They're always floating around, especially in
Hey Troy, you wet yourself.
Oh. Harry Smell, 97 there.
Oh, right. with this, it's got a little bit more ethanol in it.
You ain't tryna hit them nose, you making closer. Take a fucking shot.
And it didn't look like, apparently it didn't look like he slowed him up or anything, he just went in too hot.
I tried to get out of the way so I could like keep the show rolling. I think I just held
to the zone,
yeah,
and then look right, and you're like up here, which is bad.
All good. I have to do that against you, you know? Go hard.
Oh, well done.
Yeah,
good
thanks,
shit.
man.
You're gonna go far. You're fast.
Thanks, man. So anyway, we just went out and battled Ben Jenkins after 2 practice laps. Still can't get that switch over on that narrow bit, so I was just going to go a lot harder than I have been to just like swing it out and back. And managed to do a good, reasonable lead run for him. I thought it was like kind of 50-50. But then on the chase, I do have to go hard against Ben. Like, well, you have to go hard against everyone, so I'm never gonna back off anyone anyway. So I just went a bit too hard to him, I guess. I broke my rim and debated and did damage to his car and whatever. So yeah, but I'm stoked with this weekend. There's a lot to learn. This is what I reckon is the worst sort of like track layout and everything, the least suitable to my car. So I'm very much looking forward to Mount Smart in 2 weeks. That's going to be friggin' sick. So, awesome day, awesome support, you know, and everyone around me, and obviously like my sponsors and stuff like Jay's Racing, Torque Performance, Tyrell, and Tiger Tint especially. They've all been here today, you know, like actually helping me, as well as everyone else. You know, the engine went sweet all day. Everything's been great all weekend. It's just been my pasta and it's been a bastard. So we'll replace this genuine NKR PF1 and we'll be back out in 2 weeks.
So that's it for day 2. Not the way how we wanted to end it, obviously. Proof's in the pudding. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to see it. I was sitting here in pits on comms in case Alex had to come in for a tyre change or a mechanical. Yeah, but we've reviewed the footage. It looks like he just went in way too hot on that first initiation. Even talking to Ben Jenkins, he said, yeah, the car's like the S2000's fast. But yeah, unfortunately Alex didn't manage to slow it up going into that corner, and yeah, just took out, looked like a wheel to wheel, and yeah, he was gone. So back to the shop, we'll have to have a look at that whole left front quarter, just all underneath. Probably replace those rose joints just because that right hand one did go, so just be on the safe side. Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, we didn't quite get all the practices we wanted. We went out twice, we got chase and a lead practice, came back in for a tyre change, and then apparently Alex wasn't allowed to go back out. Went up, talked to the organisation, they didn't know what was going on. Seems to be a thing for this weekend. Yeah, so I know a lot of the guys, everyone's put in a lot of work this weekend, so to go out like that, yeah, not the best. So all we can do is just get it back to the shop, learn what we can learn from, and fix the car and be back for the next round at Mount Smart.